Hey everyone, this is Lindsay, and I'm coming to you looking like shit with no makeup and my hair just up in a bandana, so, I don't care, because that's not what this video is about. It's not about my own fucking vanity. Let's move on, because I'm really not here to impress anyone. I want to talk about YouTube deleting Lady Vixion's account, also with gender erotica being suspended. I mainly want to talk about Lady Vixion. For some of you who don't know, Lady Vixion is actually my roommate. She is absolutely the closest person I've ever had in my life. I love her dearly. She has done so much to help me out in a time of need. She is someone that I never want to see bad things happen to. Saturday night, I happened to be monitoring Twitter because what I do for a living, by the way, for a lot of you that don't know either, is I do web development, social media marketing, and search engine optimization. So I'm online a lot. I just kind of monitor what people are saying about her because I do believe that her voice is highly important, and I strongly believe in her sincerity in our community, and I believe that she really, really helps people. So, with that being said, looking at my tweet deck, and I happened to notice some replies to Lady Vixion. She's had problems with her app on her cell phone, seeing replies from people. So I wasn't sure when she was going to notice this. She had just left the house. I happened to see that people were posting, asking questions about what happened to her YouTube account. So I went to YouTube and I checked, and sure enough, it was down with the message saying it was terminated due to violations of the community guidelines. I called her to inform her what was going on because I knew she would want to know. 3 days before this happened, we were just talking about her being partnered and about her reapplying because her application had been sitting in limbo, obviously, for a while now. I asked her at that time, I said, do you have any strikes against you, any violations on your account, any warnings? And she checked as she was sitting right there. She checked right there as I was sitting here, and there was no violations on her account, no warnings, no messages, or no notifications. Now, her latest video is the one that people are talking about the most in regards to causing her account to be deleted. I think Aaron may have noticed this earlier that day, probably, that the video that she posted received an 18 and up warning. So it required you to be 18 years old or over to view it. Now that's not a violation of terms with YouTube. It's a common practice for YouTube to actually do that to any videos that are in question of adult-related content. So everything seemed fine with it. No problems with the video or anything along those lines. Then she gets deleted. I'm not going to speak for her. I will let her address everyone when she is ready with her intention. You can go to her new channel. That's Lady Vixion 1, LadyVixion 1. Or you can subscribe to her, follow her on Twitter, or do both, actually. I would suggest doing that. Her Twitter is twitter.com/LadyVixion. She will notify you guys when she has made a decision on how she wants to approach things and where, if she's going to continue on YouTube or if she's going to do something elsewhere. So, that being said, now let's address this theory or this belief that YouTube is targeting the LGBT community, and especially trans people. It does kind of seem that way, especially since gender erotica, really artful, great videos. Some of their videos are still up, and 2 of their videos were flagged, which caused their account to currently be suspended. It's not deleted, it's only suspended at the moment. Their latest video that was up was a variation of Lady Vixion's video that her and Aaron had done. and it was a very beautifully crafted video. They were both clothed. They weren't naked in either one of those videos. There was no nudity in it. So, is YouTube targeting trans people? I don't think YouTube directly is seeking out transgender individuals to ban and remove from YouTube. However, I don't think it's 100% unintentional. I think they have a flawed flag system, because the flag system is automated. Now, speaking of the automation, there's no way an account gets terminated off an automation flag. They wouldn't do that, because people could start flag campaigns, which they do all the time. Atheist vloggers on YouTube get flagged all the time by Christians, and there's flagging campaigns against them to get the content off of YouTube. And the content there's nothing that's in violation of YouTube's guidelines. It's strictly people trying to silence a voice. I believe that's also what's happening to us. I think when an account gets fully deleted, someone obviously reviews it at some point. And in the case of Lady Vixion, someone made a poor decision that was not justified. YouTube's parent company is Google. Anyone who thinks that YouTube is supportive of trans people, they're not supportive of trans people. They're supportive of anything that makes them money. Google's #1 platform, their product is information. The way they make their money is off the ads that companies purchase based off of the information that YouTube or that Google has collected. I'm not speaking out of my ass here. My business is 95% built around Google. I work in search engine optimization and search engine marketing. The LGBT community represents supposedly about 10% of our population. The transgender community is obviously a much more minute percentage of that. In the grand scheme of things, we don't really matter to the marketing dollar. Not at all. Advertisers who are advertising a product and purchasing ad space, most of them are not specifically targeting transgender people. The ones that would target transgender people are not ones that would have the marketing budgets to really afford a strong pay-per-click marketing campaign. So, it boils down to the dollar. If people are flagging content on YouTube, YouTube sees it as content that is not marketable. YouTube's not going to care if that content is there or not. They have no problem deleting it. Clears up space for content that could be marketed. That's the facts. That's how it works. So, my point here is the fact that it boils down to money and we don't really matter to them because we don't generate enough revenue. And for all of you who are transgendered, who are partnered, and I'm subscribed to a lot of you, and I love your work, and you deserve to be partnered. But don't think for 1 minute you would have as easy of a chance to be partnered today after their policies have slowly changed where they have tightened up on who they offer partnership to. Congratulations for getting in when you could. I know some people are going to say and argue that Google is highly supportive of the LGBT community, and this is true. They are. Don't deny it. I am proud to know that my business is built around a lot of the Google platforms. Don't ever think that any business cannot change. Target and Best Buy are perfect examples of that. When they donated a grand total of, $250,000 to the Minnesota Forward Fund, who is supporting Tom Emmer. If you do not know who Tom Emmer is, look him up. He is very anti-LGBT. Why do I bring Target and Best Buy up? Because they had a 100% rating on the Human Rights Campaign Equality Employment Index field for being a gay-friendly company. Don't think that something can't change. Depending on who their CEO is at the time, depending on their investors, depending on where they're gaining heat. And we're in a time right now in our society where the LGBT community is being targeted as a whole by politicians on political platforms every single day. They're trying to silence us. People that own the big companies are not liberals. Most big companies and investors and investment companies and influential people in this country that have the money and the power are Republicans. Are all Republicans bad? No. But you have to admit, the majority of our oppression, that's where it comes from, are people of Republican values. With that being said, I love all of you. Please visit Lady Vixion's channel, Lady Vixion, and that's LadyVixion 1. Also, go to Carson's page. Carson's profile, who is one, I believe, the founder of Gender Rocka, is Postgender, and that's Postgender. I'm going to link to both of those in the box below. So go ahead and subscribe over there to, if you're not subscribed to Carson, and subscribe to Lady Vixion. So whatever happens in the future, you have a way to be informed. My Twitter is Lindsay Stone, just like my screen name here. Feel free to add me as well, and I'll keep you posted. So, love you guys. Have a great day. Be sure to make your video to YouTube. If you don't know what I'm talking about, click here. There. Yeah. There.